All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. Yeah, you know what? I want to peace, peace. Hopefully, the Most High House shall bless you all day. There's something I want to talk about, man, because I was talking about this with my one of my homies. Actually, yeah, my homies, but one of my brothers. I know by His mercies you aren't consumed, but hopefully, the Most High House shall blessing you. But I want to talk about something I was talking to one of my brothers. You know, the other day, man. He's calling because he's kind of it's crazy because we was actually going we was at ShopRite and things of that nature. Then it is what it is. But we started and we came here and we started talking, man. But he's talking about like the spiritual elements of like we talking about the dietary law things of that nature and the spiritual like spiritually like why things of that nature. That's why actually like what like Solomon said and like how should I said actually watching animals is very spiritual as well, man. It's actually reason why because you know what it is when certain like scriptures certain things like certain when certain scriptures, certain precepts go into like make a similitude or a parable to an animal, man. You gotta kind of know sometimes the nature of the animal, man. I was thinking that like I was wrong. I was talking to him about that Job. It wasn't Job where it says like the eagle, like who can bring the eagle down or why the eagle is like is on is I forgot what it is. I think where is it at in Job? Because I'm really about to get this real quick. I think it's in Job 39. Yeah, okay, Job 39 and 27. It says, do the eagle mount up at thy command and make her nest on high? So yeah, man, that's like another reason too. Like I even said like because I worked at the zoo before, man. You ever see an eagle in person? Like they hardly come up. Like they're very powerful. That's why Esau is like is akin to Edom, like Obadiah, because also too the pride of Edom, man. The pride of like them. That's just like they're very like that's why it's very fitting. Like that's just, like just like and also too that's why like kind of also too speaking of that like speaking of Edom things of that nature like Lamentation says like it says like foxes like compares Jerusalem, man. Now I seen a little real a few months ago when they actually had the fox outside Jerusalem, and they said, look, it was kind of prophetic in a way if you want to look at it. But I think, yeah, I mean, hey, but it wasn't really talking about like a literal fox, but it was just talking about like more because foxes are cunning, sly, deceiving. Like that's why Endor, like y'all grew up watching Endor swiping, swiping. That's why Yahushua said in Luke, like tell Herod that fox, well, Herod was I do me Edomite. That's probably like he was a deceiver, very cunning, very sly, like things of that nature that that's just his way. You gotta know the nature of that like animal, pretty much. So like I said to say like you had to know the nature of the animal or why like the word the Most High and Yahushua is using that metaphor, parable, or example of that. Because man, I was reading Proverbs the other day, like there's a bunch of scriptures that go into this, man. I could see yeah, I was reading Proverbs the other day, and when it says like better, you better off being better off messing with a mother bearing her cubs than a fool in his folly, man. I immediately thought of Elisha, man, like with the children making fun of his bald head. That's another thing too. That's another conversation too with that whole account. I was talking about that with a brother, but yeah, and and actually bears like because Sirach 39 goes into like there's spirits of vengeance, and the bears attacked, killed them, man. So it's like I immediately thought that. So you got like usually a lot of times then you got that's so important thinking and meditating on the word, man. It's like why is the Most High how shall I saying this? Like what characteristic, what nature does that animal have? There's some more that comes in my mind, but actually shoot when Genesis 49 like it says Judah shall be lion's whelp, it shall be, and we see that with, the rise of David, man, the bravery that David had going overcoming, killing Goliath, man, slaying Goliath, man, and we seen that, man. That was a prophecy of that in a way, and also too, of course, Yahushua, man, with overcoming death and everything he went through, brave as a lion, things of that nature, man. So, And also too Proverbs 30, and also too with Proverbs 30. Because I'm kind of going off topic, but Proverbs 30 it says, and it says, listen, let me just get it real quick, because that's kind of you know, tying into like Yahushua a little bit, but Proverbs 30, in 30 it says, a lion which is strongest among beasts, and turneth away not for any. So man, that's why reading Daniel 7, man, with different beast things in nature, man, like well, let's look at Daniel, because I touched on this in the past, but let's look at that real quick. That's why it mentions the kingdom of the Most High at the end, man, because the Most High and Yahushua is pretty much akin to the lion. The lion is strongest out of any beast, any other kingdom. But so that's the reason why. Yeah, exactly. Daniel 7:27. I mean, after all the other beasts, like he's on the scriptures, man, is akin to beasts, but out of all the other beast, pretty much, man, it says the Most High, in Yahushua, even though they're two separate kingdoms, but pretty much they're on one accord. So that's why I'm saying that, making that point. But that's why it was the last kingdom, it was strongest of them all, because spiritually, lion is so respected, so the respect the lion has in its environment, man. That's why it's the Lion King. But it is what it is. I'm just using that example, but I kind of digress a little too much in that. I digress too much. But my point is that, being that, listen, man, because a lot of times too, with all this stuff like that, because we was going to pretty much we was going to the spiritual elements of the dietary law and things and eating animals. I was like, yeah, man, like the Brother Assembly of Firstborn says, I'm like, listen, man, you could have, listen, you can, not eating pork, of course, just doesn't make you righteous, pretty much, because, I'm Philly, this, kind of the Muslim capital here for our people, man. It's just, but, they don't eat pork either, but that so it's not really that. It's it's the faith in it's the faith that in your obedience you had to the Most High Yahushua, and in the spirit, in your inward man, that's what makes you righteous, man. That Galatians 2:21, that's what makes you righteous, of course. Of course, we of course we're gonna keep the Most High's instruction. I'm saying, but that's not what just makes you righteous, pretty much, but I say that to say, man. But this is but shout out to brother Kazaiwan, man, because years ago I didn't watch that video in a minute, but man, this is because this is what I'm going to break with people in the world and people out the world with vegans, vegetarians, and carnivore people that eat meat, things and nature like this, man. That does not matter, because I was reading was a Masama the other day, which I'm about to get into, man. That doesn't matter, man. Listen, you could you could eat vegetables and stuff, and fruits and herbs and stuff like that, all holistically, or not holistically. I'm saying, had the Dr. Sebi, ingredients, can have that, Dr. Sebi type of meals every day. You can still be wicked as hell, or of course you could eat meat and be wicked as hell, man. That's why, you could blend whole vineyards, things of that nature, and still be evil. So that doesn't really matter, because that's not what the kingdom of Most High Yahushua is about, which I'm about to get into. So because I was reading Wisdom Solomon the other day, and it's kind of an ongoing topic which I seen. So it's I seen over the years, even in the word, even kind of outside the words, listen, all that meat and vegetables and stuff like that, it's not that's not what that's about. Actually, no, let me get this too real quick. Let me get to Wisdom Solomon real quick. My bad, y'all, because I did that whole in the beginning, but I just wanted to go over what we was talking about. One of my brothers, let me get this Wisdom Solomon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was in Psalm 16, verse 26. Here's the point, because it's going to line up with that. Let's go. I'm going to hit the Romans. I'm going to hit that Romans 14 later. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 26. It says, it says, it says that thy children, O Yahweh, whom thou lovest, that might know that it is not the growing of fruits that nourish man, but is that thy word which preserveth them, and that put their trust in it. Yeah, man. Like I just said, like this, like we just talked about, like the faith of Most High Yahushua, and not just the natural fruits, but what the fruits of the spirit. That's what like makes you righteous in the eyes of Most High, man. Shout out to brother Kwame Call and Mashah Akawar and the brother Saint the below. I'm sorry for your name, brother. And brothers like somebody firstborn, man. Like they go into that stuff like that. And a lot too, the brothers, other brothers as well. Like that's what it is, man. Because what it is too. The brother from somebody firstborn, he made a good point, man. Because I'm just talking about on people vegetarian side things of nature. Like the reason why, I think honestly that's because I usually don't get into this topic. But I was like, no, I want to get on this topic. I want to talk about it. The reason why, because what it is, it's and that goes on in the world too. That's not only the word too, but in the world too. People think that because it's like, oh man, it's like the reason why you're this way, the reason why you're evil in the way you act, because it's your food you're eating. It don't pop in your mind. Maybe no, it's just you. Maybe it's just something you're doing. Because a lot of times we blame Satan, we blame demons, and a lot of times that's what Yahushua came to. Shout out to brother Kwame Carr too, because man, that's what Yahushua came to save us from. He was telling us our biggest enemies are ourselves, man. It's not like it's not Satan, it's not the other nations, man. It's the ultimate enemy is sin and death, and honestly, it's yourself, man. So it's honestly that's why killing off the inward man day by day, killing off the old man. That's a real word, man. That's the inward man. That's a inner prophecy, man. Because I see a lot of things which I'm about to go into, probably a little video I'll do next, but Lord willing, but. That's just is what it is, It's just that, it's that's what it is, man. Because people think like no, does what you eat can play a role in what you like how you behave. Yeah, it could play a factor, but a lot of times the people just put the onus on that. Okay, it can't be my behavior, it can't be how I'm conduct, it can't be my conduct. It has to be what I mean. It has to be this. It has to be no, man. It's you. Same for me, man. It's me. Honestly, man. Because I'm saying you. I'm not saying it's you. You just big up myself. I'm saying you as I'm just generally speaking. Because I'm just too extra. I'm talking about me, man. Because. That is what it is, man. So it's like, can somebody's environment change? Of course, that plays a role, man. But of course, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying. But let me get this too, man. Because let me get this too. Because that's what the whole Romans 14 was about. But it says that thy children, O Yahweh, whom thou lovest, might know that it is not the growing of fruits that nourish the man, but is thy word which preserveth them that put their trust in thee. Yeah, because you can eat all the foods and eat all the foods and herbs and things of that nature, healthy all you want, but you still be hateful, still be a slanderer, still be a backbiter, still could be, all the evil, still unbelieving, still can be this. You still could be all that, man. Still could be all that, man. So it's not. That's what Paul meant. I'm just saying bring this out because a lot of times, I kind of I heard this topic actually been going on for years. Even before I came into word, before I came into knowledge, and even now in knowledge, it's constant that's just not it is what it is. That's but also too, even if you because there's some pretty people actually, that shoot. Since I mentioned last video, man, because a lot of times, unfortunately, they're not supposed to be eating that. But there's some pretty good brothers and sisters in say Christianity or maybe Jehovah's Witnesses. They had a zeal, but not according to active knowledge. Or that they eat that. They eat, of course, foods not permitted, things of that nature. But they actually are actually have good spirits on them. They actually carry themselves in a good manner. But but still they're not going to be pardoned, of course, for doing that. But I'm just saying that's what I'm saying that that really doesn't matter. It's who you are at the end of the day. Now I'm not saying go eat that stuff. No, that's not what I'm saying, of course. But I'm just saying let's let Paul say it, man. Let's let him say it. And I'm gonna get what Yahushua said too, man. You know what? I'm gonna get that too, because that's actually perfect. Let's go Romans 14. Because it's all going to like eating meat and food. Of course, then Paul talked about eating food sacrificed to idols, and it all kind of goes into that. Like just it kind of ties into the video I just did about being considerate, man. Because it's like if you know what you're eating right now, that might affect another brother's conscience. Just don't eat that around him right now, because he might not be stronger in the faith or things of that nature. That's what that. Is this? I think that's what this goes. Yeah, this is yeah. This is what this chapter's going into. So, but yeah, dang, it's crazy to see. Oh, praise to the Most High, man. Things come full circle, because being considerate, as the video I just did, now kind of just talking about this. So Romans chapter 14 and verse verse 17. Here's the point. I'll just get this. It says, "For the kingdom of Yahweh is not in meat and drink, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Ghost," or Holy Spirit. So yeah, no, let's go to Galatians 2 real quick. Yeah. And of course, Hebrews, like Abraham's faith counted as righteousness. And let's get to Galatians 2 real quick, because but I'm gonna read this one more time. It says, For the kingdom of Yahweh is not in meat or drink, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Ghost, or Holy Spirit. So yeah, man. That's just is what it is. Yeah, man. I'll say this too, man. I was gonna get. I was just like, damn, man, because I was actually what's called. Oh, man, I kind of got on myself. I was like, listen, man, it was like some few months ago, man. I was trying to. I thought, but also too, this is why I'm just gonna share this little story too, not to digress. But it's always good to it's like why Sirach says, "Be not ignorant of anything," and diligently search matters. Just don't go off hearsay, and just don't make assumptions. Because months ago, I was in Dunkin' Donuts, man. So I assumed that I was at one spot like in Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, I forgot where it was. I think it was like downtown, whatever. Because I was in Philly, but because I assume, because like most Ishmael or most Arabs, like of course they don't for the most part they don't eat pork. They don't eat that things in it. So I assumed that their bacon wasn't pork. So I thought that was for all Dunkin' Donuts, man. So I was just sitting there in there talking on the no, I was sitting there in there just chilling, whatever. I had got turkey. I had got what was it? Was it bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich? It was a sandwich, but the turkey wasn't. I mean, the bacon wasn't turkey. It was pork bacon. So I was like, oh man. I was like, then I had talked to one of my brothers. He said, "Listen, man, don't let that too down on you, man." Like, I was like, "All right, this is cool," but but this day in the future, man, this always be like, that's why the Most High says, do diligent, like research on things, do diligent, like this don't assume things pretty much, man, because I kind of laugh at it now, but it was just like I was like, damn, like and it's I kind of been in knowledge for a minute, but that still can happen. It's like, all right, cool, like Ezekiel 4:13 came to my mind. I was like, no, that's still on me, because I should still not made the assumption that all of all the Dunkin' Donuts facilities or organizations are in the city or even out in the county operate the same. So I just wanted to touch on that. But Galatians 2:21. I do not frustrate the grace of Yahweh, for if righteousness come by the law, then Christ is dead in vain. Then Christ is dead in vain. So yeah, man, faith. So of course, faith. That's what it is, man. And also the kingdom that's within. Let's go to that Luke, man, because the kingdom of the Most High House is not in meat or drink, man. It's like it's faith, righteousness, being born again, the inward man. Get the. Luke 17:21. Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for the kingdom of Yahweh is within you. Yeah, within the inward man. Actually, honestly, man, killing all. That's all Colossians. It goes into killing off the old man and becoming a new creature. Yahweh, Most High Yahweh, shall things of that nature, man. So that's what that is, man. But let's go to I want that what's that Mark Yeah, it's Mark 7, verse 20. Yeah, here's the point, because a lot of times it's used like, it's used just to like, go against like, we like, I've done this in the past, like, this used, but this is deeper meaning, just to like, tell somebody like, our brothers and sisters in Christianity, Jehovah's Witness or Pentecostal things of that nature, not to eat pork things of that nature. No, this is what he's talking about, because you can do that. Let's just go into it. It says Mark chapter, 7 and verse I start verse 18. It says, and he said unto them, are ye so understand also? Do ye not know, perceive that whatsoever go from without entereth into a man, it can not defile him? But verse 19, because it entereth not in his heart, but into the belly, and it goeth out into the jaw, purging all meats. Verse 20, and he said that which cometh out of the man, that was defile the man. Exactly. So verse 20, he says, and he said that which cometh out of the man, that defile the man. From within the heart of man proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murderers, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these things come from within and defile the man. So exactly, man. That's the inner man. That's what it is, man. This is deeper than like telling somebody not to eat pork or unclean food, man. That's what it is, because you cannot can do that, and that stuff can still be in you, or like you can eat, or you can eat meat or not eat meat, and that stuff be in you. That's the bigger point, man. That's why Paul has said like the kingdom is not or the Most High is not in meat or drink, man. Like, but it's that inner man. That's what that is, man. So things of that nature. And then I also talked about the wicked thoughts, man. Like of course we want not want to. Because to cast that, like I was talking about my brother, cast those evil thoughts that you have down into captivity, like because those four thoughts can separate you from Most High house shot. But saying like that Proverbs goes into the thoughts of wickedness or sin, thoughts of evil or sin. No, that's plotting, scheming, doing evil. That's like plotting. That's having these thoughts in your mind and actually doing it. Or that's kind of different than this, because that's talking about your inward man being this way. It's like what's in you. That's going to defile you, man. Exactly. Like it's talking about the inward man. That's why Paul just said what he said, man. So that's what that is, man. So let's go with Wisdom of Solomon one time, man, because like Sirach 38:2 and Wisdom of Solomon 16:12 says, like it's pretty much a word that heals you at the end of the day, man. Because a lot of times, our brothers and sisters, like it's nothing new on the sun, man. Because when I saw Book of Clarence, man, I was like, man, this is Jake right now. Especially if y'all haven't seen the movie, the flowing scene, the weed scene, when they was getting lifted, man, when they was getting high, pretty much, they was getting they was they was getting bent off of that stuff, man. That's pretty much Jake right now, man. They think like honestly, man, like honestly, man, because I know people that's the first thing they do, man. I had that conversation with people over the years. That's the first thing they do is like roll up and smoke weed and things that nature. Saying hell, man, it's like taking you to an alternative state, like pretty much like the Bird Chronicle Judas said, like you're pretty much a functional zombie, man. It's like it's the word that heals you at the end of the day. He says neither. That's why it's Wisdom Solomon. No, I'm in 16. I'll get it. But Wisdom Solomon 16:12 it says, for it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Yahweh, which healeth all things. So it's the word. Most High is in Yahshua's word, man. Yahshua being the word, it's him that heals you. It's the word that heals you, man. That's just is what it is, man. But, so yeah, man. But let me go back to Wisdom Solomon 16:26. It says that thy children, O Yahweh, that whom thou lovest, might know that it is not the growing of fruits that nourish man, but is thy word which preserveth them that put their trust in thee. So yeah, man, that's what it is. That word hitting, that having faith in the Most High house shot, at all times, and that's what heals you, man. That's what brings comforts, man. Like knowledge and stability, man. The peace that the Most High house shot left with us, man. Honestly, man. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. This all cutting me too, man. So. This is all it is what it is too, man. So like don't at the end of the day, man. That like that whole back and forth and that debate on because I just been breaking people debating on this like vegetarian. Because man, listen, if you a vegetarian, all right, cool, that's great. I ain't got a problem with you. You know what I mean, or if you or it's like man. how do I say this, man? Just let people do that, man. Honestly, you gotta let people do that, man. Just like your house shot did, man. Take the dust off your feet and keep walking, man. Because even this, on a natural tip, man. You know, y'all people that eat meat, like meat, man. Leave those vegetarians alone, man. Like, don't be all berating them, saying or things of that nature. Or people that are vegans or vegetarian, man, don't be. But I see more on people that are vegetarians rather than like because it can come off like pompous and pretentious sometimes. Like not all of them though, but most people that are. Don't, and on that side too. Don't be going people that eat meat saying, "Oh, you're this and that," or da 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 da. Like one, it's not against the Most High in your house. And things are permitted, and two, like one. And then here's the thing too, because man, listen, I would want to become a veterinarian too. I want to become a veterinarian too, right? I did, and I still like animals. Still read animal encyclopedias. Still like, and sure I gotta go to the zoo, Lord willing, soon. But it's the fact that because once like I didn't know even before I came to word, like like it's just this animal. It's just kind of like I don't even know what to call it. It's this animal worship as well in this society too. It's just like, of course, like the word always tells us how to deal with animals, not to be cruelty and no animal cruelty. No, like animals. Honestly, they shouldn't even be in zoos things, and they shouldn't. I kind of sound like hypocrite, but I like the zoo, but they really shouldn't at the end of the day. But this is not of course. It's not our kingdom. It's not not the Most High's kingdom. I'm sorry, the Most High's Yahushua kingdom is not the kingdom's not of this world. Like who Edom runs this world right now or things of that nature. Like but that's just like because a lot of times it's like people because I know a lot of animal rights activists do this. They try to have animals like on equal with humans. That's not the case, because what the Most High tell Adam, he gave him dominion and rule over animals, and also too he also too he said the same thing. No, I gave you dominion rule over them. Honestly, man, and also too the more that's why even the second Esdras was actually about to get to not that in second Esdras, but somewhere else in the second Esdras. It says animals don't see the judgment, man, because the Most High. That's how I can tell where humans are above animals, because man's above animals because they don't see the judgment. Like animals die, they're going. That's why that whole Bhagavad Gita reincarnation nonsense. You don't come that reincarnation stuff. That's why even when that said, when somebody says they're a reincarnated prophet, things, and they know there's a whole philosophy and things into reincarnation. Yeah, because reincarnation if you look at the word reincarnation, it doesn't mean to be born or be flesh again. I believe I could be wrong. I gotta do, but it's a whole philosophy and doctrine that goes to that. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying that to say, man, that's why that whole thing is nonsense. But I pretty much say that to say, yeah, man, because it's like we're supposed to be living in peace and harmony with animals, man. That's all, because things, and it's not supposed to be cruel and things of that nature to them. It's supposed to be like yeah, man. So because actually, let's get to second Esdras, because that's why going back to the kingdom and things of that nature. Once it happens, it's all gonna be at peace. It's gonna be like Yahushua, the Most High Yahushua kingdom come. The kingdom Most High comes. It's gonna be like how it was at the garden, man. So and that's why Isaiah 11 comes in, like the wolf and the lamb shall dwell safely and things of that nature. But let me get to second Esdras 11 and 46 real quick, man. We're going into that. I kind of I digress into something else, but yeah, real quick, I just want to touch on this. Second Esdras chapter 11 verse 46. It says that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and she may hope for the judgment and mercy that of him that made her. So yeah, man, the Most High is going to destroy those that destroy the earth. But yeah, man. But back to the point. And the kingdom was the Most High is not in meat or drink or things that don't matter if you eat meat or if you don't eat meat, because I think if you do that's your prerogative, but it's about the inward man at the end of the day. It's about who you are at the end of the day. I mean, like we just read in Mark, and Paul said, and what am I forgetting? And Wisdom of Solomon, man. So that's just is what it is, man. I just want to talk about that, man, because and too, let me say this too, because a lot of times too about the Maccabees, right? The Maccabees, that was a faith as well, man. That was like his, because because it wasn't the point of that. It wasn't just like it wasn't just like it wasn't just the point of not eating pork. It was the point of them keeping the faith, and not going along with something that's blaspheming, because the pork was pretty much was unclean. It was a representative of the blasphemy, like during the time of the Maccabees and you know Antiochus and Alexander the Great and all the things that nature that the decree they put out, and you putting down on the temple, it was a symbolic of the blasphemy and the Most High putting something unclean before the Most High. That's what it was about. Just wasn't about, of course, not eating pork, but that was the word. That's what it was. You kind of see the law and the testimony, because now it's as the other person. That's why the Isaiah 8 and 20 is so key, man. You see that balance of like the law and the testimony, because they died for the law, but really it was through faith they died, because of belief, something not to profane the Most High's in Yahushua's name. But of course, like I think if you read the Maccabees, they knew about when the woman dies, they said, "Listen, we shall resurrect and be with the king." They're talking about Yahushua, but also too, the testimony of Yahushua wasn't out there. Now it's like Yahushua said, "What, you gonna be persecuted for my name's sake and the testimony." Oh, my bad, my throat. So that's that balance too, because I just want to make that point as well. But that's just is what it is, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. Because I like these type of conversations though, and usually I kind of stay out, but I was like, no, I'll talk about it. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.